Reverend Brown, and to all of you in Bridge,
Yeah.
I want to thank you. I want you all to do me a favor this morning, and I want you to look around this audience. I mean, just take a moment to look around. Just look behind you, look to the right, your left. And the reason why I'm asking you to do that is because, Reverend Brown, when I got here, I was just so moved to see the diversity that we have in this group.
Yes.
And that says a lot for us.
Yes.
I've often said that our diversity is not our problem, it's our promise. And it is so important that when we try to address issues like the ones that we are addressing here, that we have a good, strong coalition, a diverse coalition coming together, understanding that if one community is weakened, the entire city is weakened, and if one community is strengthened, then it strengthens the city. That's what this is all about. And understanding that what we do in this community is so much bigger than us.
Yes.
This event is bigger than us.
Yes.
This is not about you. This is about generations yet unborn.
All right now.
A few minutes ago, I was coming down here and I had to go up over to Edmondson Avenue and come back around. And I saw so many people who obviously have no jobs. People who have been probably trying over and over to get a job, can't get one. I often see people who stand on the sidelines of projects, and they see people coming from everywhere, other states, doing community work in their communities while they cannot even provide for their families. Something is wrong with that picture.
That's right.
And so what this is all about, it's not just transportation. It's about building people, building families, building communities. That's what this is all about. I mean, if you go and you look at many areas of our country as I have, Reverend Brown, what you have seen and I have seen is that communities are built up around transportation. Why is that? Because they understand that people have got to move.
That's right.
And as people move, they've got to shop and they've got to do things.
That's right.
And so therefore you build them up so that people can get conveniently from place to place and so that communities can be more livable. That's what this is all about. But I don't want us to be confused. A lot of our wonderful pastors have talked about their experiences here. And I know that there are many of you that can talk about yours. And I certainly can talk about mine. My mother still lives in Edmondson Village. I remember walking these streets, like the pastor said a moment ago, selling Afro-American newspapers. I remember them.
Yes.
I remember when that back here was all houses. I remember that. And now it is time. Back then, we may not have been in the position to shape our future.
All right.
But today we must shape our future. And it's bigger than us. It is so much bigger than us. We may not live. We may not live. I may not live.
All right.
To see all the greatness that might arise out of this community.
Yes.
But as long as I'm living,
All right now.
I'm going to do everything I can, working with Bridge, to make sure that our children have a brighter future. You get tired.
All right now.
You get tired of fighting all the time. Get tired of standing on the sidelines of life and watching life go by you. You get tired of just standing over and over again and asking that your tax dollars be used to help develop your communities and our families. And when I say that, I don't want anybody to become confused. This is not a black or white thing. This is a Baltimore thing. And so what are we doing? And you gotta, and I told you a moment ago about shaping your future. Listen to me now. This is not a political event.
That's right.
But,
All right.
on June 17th, Bob Ehrlich said that if it's up to him, there will be no red line. I want you to remember that.
All right now.
I'm not telling you what to
Don't
do.
forget it. Don't
I'm just
forget
telling you what he said.
Don't forget it.
I didn't say it. He said it. And I'm begging you to keep that in the DNA of every cell of your brain.
All right.
We have to shape our own futures.
Shape it yourself.
And so what we've done on the congressional level, I sit on the committee of transportation. And you know, when you stay around long enough, you get to senior status.
Yeah.
I don't feel old, but you get to senior status.
Yeah.
And you get to a point where they're ranking members on the top of the committee. And I'm just so happen to be one of the top 7
All right now. How is
out of about 70 members.
Yeah.
And we're going to make sure that this red line happens.
All right now.
We just got in the 2010 appropriations $3 million for the development and planning of this red line. And then just last week, we got 1.5, Senator Congressman Sarbanes and I, another $1.5 million appropriation, but it's going to take a lot of money to do this.
Yeah.
But again, I'm begging you to help us shape our future. Now, last but not least, let me leave you with this. You know, it's so easy to look at these events and say, why are they doing this? Why does a Reverend Brown and Bridge do this? They got so many other things to do. And can I tell you a little secret about why they do it?
Yeah.
Because they understand something that is very powerful. They understand that our children are the living messages we send to a future we will never see. And a beautiful young lady just, where is she? Miss Taylor? Come up here, Miss Taylor. Come on. Is it Miss Taylor? You're not, yeah, you. Come on up. I want to tell you what this is all about. Give me your name again. I'm sorry, Miss Grant. I'm bad with names. Miss Grant came up to me, Reverend Brown, a few minutes ago, and she said something that almost brought a tear to my eye. She said, my son, and we grew up, my son came up in this area, right? She said, years ago, you helped my son get into the Naval Academy. And she said now he's a second-year medical student.
Wow.
That's what it's all about.
Wow.
That's what it's all about. I didn't mean to embarrass you, but I want you to understand that this is about you.
Yeah.
This is about your grandchildren and great-grandchildren.
Yeah.
Get on board.
Yeah.
And so that's what it's all about. We are simply trying to, you can go now, I'm sorry. She didn't know she was going to be on camera. But that's what it's about. And so we get tired. We get tired of seeing our boys go to jail.
Yeah. Sure thing. No question.
We get tired. When we come past the courthouse to see young people in shackles, we get tired. But we know that if we can take these opportunities that have been given us, and if we keep in mind that this is our watch, it's nobody else's watch, this is our watch. We're on watch right now. And if we would just use our watch to do everything that we possibly can to make a positive difference, then the world would be a better place. And we'll have more fellas going to the Naval Academy. We'll have more fellas and young ladies being medical students and doctors and finding the cure to AIDS and finding the cure to pancreatic cancer and being principals and doctors. That's what this is all about. Let's not be confused. And so, to Bridge, I thank you, Bridge. I thank Bridge. I thank Bridge for walking beyond the walls of the church. Hello. It's not enough to build big buildings and beautiful churches when the people suffer.
Say so.
so much.
Yeah.
They go beyond the walls of the church.
All right now. All right.
To make sure that there are differences being made. And so I didn't mean to get excited. I had to do something else in watching it.
Carry on.
But I just wanted to come and put this in context. And may God bless you. May God bless Bridge.
Yes.
And let's pray
Yes.
for a more empowered community.
Yes.